Hi there and welcome back to another episode of 60 Second Recs. My name is Christina and today I want to talk to you about a fantasy book that came at the exact right time. If you've ever read a book that hits at the right time, whether it's because of a show you're into or a game you're playing, this is going to be an interesting recommendation for me. I'm a huge fan of fantasy, and like a lot of people, I have been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3. I am a little bit late to the party because I have a different console than it first came out on, but I started a book series for a science fiction fantasy book club that is exactly the thing to read if you're a fan of Baldur's Gate 3. So let me make sure I set a timer on this before I talk any further. We have 1 minute on the clock. Okay, so this is Godkiller by Hannah Canner. This is the first in a fantasy series. It's unclear if it's going to be a duology or more. There's another book coming out in February. But basically, from the very get-go, we hit the ground running, knowing that we are in a world with very tangible gods. And there are some that are powerful, some that are fickle. They can be persuaded by blood promises, oaths, entire generations of family. The very first scene of this, we experience our main character, Kissin, who has been tied up in her home, and it's unclear what's going on, but very quickly we realize that some of the townsfolk are trying to appease their gods by taking out the last family to support one of the old gods. In a turn of fate, Kissin survives and goes on to be a Godkiller. The story that we mostly follow, it's a very quick minute, the story that we mostly follow then takes off into a world where gods are forbidden, and if you express desire or worship or have totems or tokens, you could be punished for then putting your faith in those gods instead of the common people. So Kissin is setting out to kill them, and eventually she comes into a quest. Of course, this is how I'm tying this back into Baldur's Gate 3. A secret quest, an unlikely group that then has to travel to a ruined city. A lot of things in between. There's religion, there's politics, and the heart of the world, something is rotting, and they seem to be the only ones who can stop it. So again, if you're like me and into world building, but you also like some characters you can rally behind, this has a lot going for you. And I cannot forget to mention that on the back of this book, Hannah Witten and Joe Hill recommend this, as well as if you're a fan of The Witcher or Gideon the Ninth, and as always, I love a good map. Anyways, that is Godkiller. This is more than 60 seconds, and I will see you next time.